Sudoku is a game in which it contains cells that should be filled with digits, and it contains 9 blocks which contains 9 cells, and each cell should be filled with 9 digits. And it also has rows that are 9, and each row should have 1 to 9 digits. Along with that, the column should also have 1 to 9 digits. The alignment of blocks, rows and columns having 1 to 9 digits completes the Sudoku, with each block having 1 to 9 digits and each column having 1 to 9 digits. So let's start with the game. Let's start with this block first. In this block, it already has 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. The numbers which should be filled are 1, 8 and 9. 9 can not be filled in these two cells because 9 is already present in one of the cells of the same row. So the only place 9 can be filled in this block is in this cell, that is 9 here. Now we have 1 and 8 to be filled in this block. We can't fill 1 here because 1 is already present in one of the cells in that particular column. So 1 can be only filled in this particular cell. The remaining digit 8 can be filled in this cell. So now the block is completed. Similarly, let's go with the other block. Let's choose a block which already has certain number of digits present, and it will be easy to solve that particular block in that particular Sudoku. So let's choose with this particular block. We already have 1, 2, 4, 8, 7 and 6. We have to fill 3, 5 and 9. So 3, 5 and 9 can't be chosen based on the numbers which present on the other adjoining blocks, because 3 and 5 are present only in this particular one and this one. So we can't choose these three cells based on the digits all not present in the adjoining blocks. Let's go for other block. That will go with this block first. So we'll have to fill 1, 2, 6, 1, 2, 6, 7 and 8. We can't fill 6 in this particular row because 6 is already present in that particular row. And we can't fill 6 here also. We have two places for 6. So we'll go with other number and we'll fill the 6 at last in this particular block. Then we'll have 2. 2 can't be filled in this particular row, and it can't be filled in this column as well. We can't fill in this column as well because 2 is already present in that column. So the only place 2 can be filled is here. And then we have 6. 6 can't be filled in this particular row, and it can't be filled in this cell because 6 is already present in the respective column and rows. So only place 6 can be filled is here. Now let's go with 1. 1 can't be filled here because 1 is present, and it can't be filled here also. So it can be filled only in this place. So this is done. Then we have 8 and 7 that should be filled here. 8 can't be filled here, so we'll have to fill 8 here, and then here the number 7. So this place can be filled easily because we already have 8 digits present in this particular column. So the only number that can be filled here is 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7 and 8 and 9 are already present in that particular column. So the only number that can be filled here is this 4. Now let's go to the other block. We can complete this particular row also because 1 can't be filled here because 1 is already present in that column. So 1 can be filled here. Based on this row which contains 1 to 9 digits, we already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7 and 8 and 9. So the only digit which can be filled here is 5. This particular row is also done. Let's fill this particular block later. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 and 9 should be filled in this particular row. 4 can't be filled here because 4 is already present in this block. That means each block should have only one particular digit once. So 4 can't be filled here. So 4 should obviously be filled here. Then 9. 9 can be filled here. This is one of the principle. Then this is the one of the way which can be used to fill the cells. Then we'll fill this particular block. 1, 2, 1 is already present, 2, 3, 5 and 7 should be filled. We can't fill 3 in this particular row. We have 2 places for 3. Then we'll go with 5. We can't fill 5 here also. We can't fill 5 here and here. We can't fill 3, 5 and 7 in this particular cell because 3 is present in this particular row and 5 and 7 are present in that column. But we have 2, 3, 5 and 7 that should be filled in this particular block. Now that 3, 5 and 7 that can't be filled in this particular cell, the only place which can be filled here is 2 based on elimination technique. Now let's go with 3, 5 and 7. We can't fill 5 and 7 here. We have 3 cells which are empty. So now that we have 3, 5 and 7, so we'll have to fill 3 here and 5 and 7 for these two cells. Now that we can't choose 5 and 7 based on the only places present here, so we'll have to fill this block first, then we'll come back to 5 and 7 fixing in this particular block. So we'll fix this block first. Here we have 1, 5 and 7 that should be filled in this particular block. We can't fill 1 here. We have 2 places for 1. We can't fill 5 here. We have 2 places for 5. And we can't fill 7. So let's go with other block first. Then we'll come back to this. Okay. We'll go with this block or this block. We'll fix this block first and then we'll go back to other one. Because this already has certain numbers in the above blocks. So it will be easy for us to find. Let's see it. We can't fill 3, 5 and 9 should be filled here. So we'll fix it up. We can't fill 5 here. We have 2 places for 5. We can't fill 9 here. We have 2 places for 9 and 3 also. We can't fill 3 here. So now the 3 and 5 can't be filled here. The only place which can be filled, only digit that can be filled here is 9. Now 3 and 5. These 2 places are for 3 and 5. It's not clearly evident. So we'll come back to 3 and 5 again. So we'll fill this particular cell based on the numbers present in that column. We already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8 and 9. So the only number which can be filled here is 6. Then we'll fill this particular row. We'll try to fill this particular row. We can't fill 1 here. We can't fill 1 here. So the only place 1 can be filled here is 1. And then 2, which is already present in the row. 3, 4 and 9, 4 and 7 that should be filled in these 2 places. 4 can't be filled here because 4 is already present in that block. The 4 should be filled here and the remaining 1, 7 should be filled here. Now let's fill this particular column. We already have 1, 2, 4, 7, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 3 and 5 should be filled in these 2 places. 5 can't be filled here, so obviously 3 should be filled here. Then of course 5 should be filled here. Now this block 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now 9 should be filled here. Now this particular column, we can't fill 1, 2, 3. We can't fill 3 in this particular block and this particular cells of this column. So we'll have to fill 3 here. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 7. 5 and 7 are to be filled in these 2 places. So we'll come back to that again. Now that we can't choose between which places, which cells. So let's fill this particular block. We can't fill 1 here as well as here. So it should be filled here. 1 2 3 4 5 and 7. Again the same process, 5 and 7 has to be filled in these two rows. So we'll come back to that again. Now let's fill this block. We'll have 4 which can't be filled in this particular row, and 4 can't be filled in this row as well, in these two cells as well as these two cells. So 4 should be filled here, and then we'll go with 5, 5 6 and 5 6 7 and 9. We can't fill 6 here in this particular column as well as in this particular column, so obviously 6 will be filled here. And then 9, 5 7 and 9. So 5 7 and 9, 7 can't be filled here, but we have two places for 7 again. 9 can't be filled here, we have two places for 9 again. And 5 can't be filled here, 5 and 9 can't be filled here, that means 7 can be filled here. Then of course 5 and 9 has to be chosen from these two cells. Now let's go back to this particular block. We'll have to fill this we'll try to fill this particular row first, then we'll go back to the block. 1 2 3 4, we'll have to fill 5 8 and 9 in this particular cells of this particular row. We can't fill 5 and 8 in this particular cell because it's already present in that particular column, so we'll have to fill 9 here. And then 5 and 8, 5 and 8 can't be filled based on the numbers already present, so we'll come back to this particular row again. We'll go for this particular one row. We already have 1 2 3 4 5, so we'll have to fix 6 and 7. 6 can't be filled here, so obviously 7, so 6 will be left here. Now this particular row, 1 2, we'll already have 1 2 3 5 9. 3 5 and 9 should be filled in this particular row. 3 and 9 can't be filled here, so obviously 5. So 3 and 9 again, 9 can't be filled in this particular cell, so because it's already present in the column, so we'll have to fill 9 here, and of course 3 here. Then the number which is already present left out, that is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8. This one also 1 2 3 4 5. Now let's fill this particular one. We have 5 and 7 which should be filled. Now that 5 can't be filled here, so obviously it will be filled here, then 7 here. Now that 7 is here, then obviously 5 will be here and 7 here. Now this particular row, we can also fill the same numbers based on the columns, so we'll try with block or cell. We'll fill this, we already have 1 3, so we'll have to fill 2 here. We'll have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. 7 should not be filled here, so obviously 7 here. Now before filling it, I'll try to show you. In this particular block, you will have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, and we'll see the row as well. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. This complete row has 1 to 9 digits. This complete column also has 1 to 9 digits, and each block has 1 to 9 digits. You can check with each row as well as column. That is the rule of Sudoku. Now here we have to fill 8, and then the game will be done.